Live from Singapore, essential business news as it breaks and a look at the economic news that will shape the day. This is BBC World News and Asia Business Report.
Phase 1 debut. US and Chinese officials are set to sign part of a significant trade deal. We'll find out what impact it'll have around the world. Good morning and welcome to Asia Business Report, live from Singapore with me, Marie Goy. Let's begin in the United States, where a big development with China is about to take place. It's been nearly 600 days since that bruising trade war started, but the two countries are scheduled to call a truce later today. Let's remind you of where things stand right now, because during the standoff, the US has imposed tariffs on more than $360 billion worth of Chinese goods. China, meanwhile, has tariffs on about $110 billion worth of American products. With the signing of a Phase 1 trade deal, we are expecting to see a rollback on some of these tariffs. But of course, the big question is, which ones and by how much? Well, our correspondents in New York, Shanghai and Singapore tell us what businesses are looking for in the deal. But ahead of the anticipated signing just hours ago, U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said the U.S. will keep in place tariffs on Chinese goods until there's a Phase 2 in place with China. But is today a beginning of the end of President Trump's trade war? Well, Samir Hussain has been speaking to U.S. companies that have been affected.
Relief can't come soon enough for workers at this sawmill in Hardwood, Pennsylvania. When China slapped tariffs on U.S. wood, retaliation against American tariffs on Chinese goods, business here dropped 40%. This plant alone let go of 15 people. It now only runs one shift a day.
66 employees here. This is their lives. This is our lives. We come to work every day to make a great product to put out there. And if we can't sell our product, we won't be able to make our product.
Northwest Hardwoods, which operates the mill, has had to close operations in several states. The CEO says if the trade war doesn't end soon, it could be the end of the American timber industry.
Jobs that are being severely impacted are those rural communities that have been built around these sawmills for decades that will continue to feel the brunt of the impact of a lack of trade with China.
It wasn't meant to be like this. Donald Trump's pitch to the working men and women of states like Pennsylvania was that if he imposed tariffs on imports from China, their jobs would be protected. They and their employers would thrive.
I just announced it will increase tariffs on China. And we won't back down until China stops cheating our workers and stealing our jobs. And that's what's going to happen. Otherwise, we don't have to do business with them. We don't have to do business. We can make the product right here if we have to, like we used to.
Despite 2 years of tit-for-tat tariffs, the U.S. economy keeps growing. The unemployment rate is at record lows and financial markets have been hitting all-time highs. But the trade war has damaged many industries, particularly in manufacturing and agriculture, where so many of Trump's supporters work.
Finally, President Trump and President Xi have agreed to at least a truce, which should be good news for companies like Northwest Hardwood. But executives and workers across America may be left wondering if the end of the trade war was worth fighting it in the first place. Samir Hussain, BBC News, Hardwood, Pennsylvania.
Now that's it for this edition. Thank you for watching.